Is it true that the Anunnaki created humans, advanced technology, and were extraterrestrials? Stay tuned until the end and we'll find out. The story of the Anunnaki begins in the mists of ancient Mesopotamian mythology, where these enigmatic deities first emerged in the beliefs and writings of the Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. The term Anunnaki itself is derived from the Sumerian language, combining Anu sky and Ki earth, roughly translating to those of royal blood or princely offspring. In the ancient Sumerian king list, a clay tablet dating back to c. 2100 BCE, the Anunnaki are mentioned as divine rulers who reigned for impossibly long periods before a great flood swept across the land. This archaeological find, discovered in the early 20th century, provides one of the earliest written references to these mysterious beings. According to Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki were a pantheon of deities associated with various celestial bodies, natural phenomena, and cosmic principles. They were said to inhabit the heavens and occasionally descend to earth, interacting with humanity in ways both benevolent and capricious. The chief deity of the Anunnaki was Anu, the god of the sky and heavenly realms. His children, Enlil and Enki, played pivotal roles in shaping the destiny of both gods and humans. Enlil, often associated with wind and air, was seen as a stern and powerful force, while Enki, linked to water and wisdom, was portrayed as more cunning and sympathetic to humanity. One of the most famous tales involving the Anunnaki is the Babylonian creation myth, Enuma Elish, inscribed on 7 clay tablets discovered in the ruins of Ashurbanipal's library at Nineveh. This epic, dating back to the 18th century BCE, recounts the formation of the world and the birth of the gods. It tells of a cosmic battle between Marduk, champion of the younger gods, and Tiamat, the primordial goddess of the salt sea. Marduk's victory leads to the creation of the earth and humanity, with the Anunnaki playing key roles in shaping the New World Order. Another significant text mentioning the Anunnaki is the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest known works of literature, dating back to c. 2000 BCE. This epic poem, inscribed on 12 clay tablets, tells the story of Gilgamesh, a legendary king of Uruk, who is described as 2/3 god and 1/3 human. Throughout his adventures, Gilgamesh encounters various Anunnaki deities, highlighting their integral role in Mesopotamian cosmology and royal ideology. The Anunnaki were often depicted in Mesopotamian art and sculpture. Notable examples include the famous Assyrian wall reliefs from the Palace of Ashurnasirpal II at Nimrud, 883859 BCE, which show winged, eagle-headed figures often interpreted as representations of Anunnaki deities. These intricate carvings provide tangible evidence of the Anunnaki's importance in ancient Near Eastern religious iconography. As Mesopotamian civilizations evolved, so too did the mythology surrounding the Anunnaki. In later Babylonian traditions, they became associated with the underworld, acting as judges of the dead. This shift is reflected in texts like the Descent of Ishtar to the Underworld, where the goddess Ishtar encounters the Anunnaki in their role as Chthonic deities. The story of the Anunnaki took an unexpected turn in the 20th century when alternative researchers and authors began to reinterpret these ancient myths through a modern lens. Perhaps the most influential of these was Zecharia Sitchin, whose 1976 book The 12th Planet proposed a radical new interpretation of Sumerian mythology. Sitchin claimed that the Anunnaki were not mythological figures, but extraterrestrial beings who had visited Earth in antiquity. According to his theory, these aliens came from a planet called Nibiru, which he believed orbited the Sun every 3,600 years. Sitchin argued that the Anunnaki had genetically engineered humans as a slave race to mine gold, which they needed to repair their planet's atmosphere. While Sitchin's ideas have been widely dismissed by mainstream scholars and scientists, they have gained a significant following in certain circles and have influenced numerous works of fiction and conspiracy theories. It's important to note that there is no scientific evidence supporting the existence of Nibiru or the extraterrestrial nature of the Anunnaki. Despite the lack of scientific support for such theories, the idea of ancient astronauts and advanced civilizations in Earth's distant past continues to captivate the public imagination. This fascination has led to a re-examination of ancient texts and archaeological sites, sometimes yielding interesting, if controversial, interpretations. One such site that has been linked to the Anunnaki by alternative researchers is Göbekli Tepe in southeastern Turkey. This remarkable archaeological site, dated to around 10,000 BCE, consists of massive stone pillars arranged in circular formations. The sophistication of the site, which predates pottery, metallurgy, and even agriculture, has led some to speculate about the involvement of advanced beings in its construction. However, mainstream archaeologists attribute the site to hunter-gatherer societies and see it as evidence of complex social organization in the pre-pottery Neolithic period. Another location often associated with the Anunnaki in popular literature is the ancient Sumerian city of Eridu. Excavations at Eridu have revealed a sequence of temples dating back to the Ubaid period c. 65003800 BCE, with the earliest shrine dedicated to Enki, one of the principal Anunnaki deities. While there's no evidence of extraterrestrial involvement, the site does provide valuable insights into the development of Mesopotamian religion and the importance of the Anunnaki in early Sumerian belief systems. The story of the Anunnaki also intersects with one of the most enduring narratives in human culture, the Great Flood. In Mesopotamian mythology, this cataclysmic event is recounted in the Epic of Gilgamesh and the earlier Sumerian flood myth. According to these tales, the gods, including the Anunnaki, decided to destroy humanity with a great flood. But Enki warned a man named Utnapishtim, or Zuyusudra in the Sumerian version, instructing him to build a boat and save himself, his family, and various animals. This flood narrative bears striking similarities to the biblical story of Noah's Ark, leading some scholars to suggest a common origin or cultural diffusion. Interestingly, geological evidence does indicate that catastrophic flooding events occurred in Mesopotamia during the early Holocene period, possibly contributing to the development of these flood myths. The Anunnaki's influence extended beyond Mesopotamia, with echoes of their mythology appearing in other ancient cultures. For instance, some researchers have drawn parallels between the Anunnaki and the Nephilim mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. The term Nephilim, often translated as giants or fallen ones, appears in the book of Genesis, and is sometimes interpreted as referring to the offspring of divine beings and humans. Similarly, comparisons have been made between the Anunnaki and the gods of ancient Egypt, Greece, and other Mediterranean cultures. While direct connections are difficult to establish, the similarities in these mythologies point to the complex web of cultural exchange and influence that existed in the ancient world. As Mesopotamian civilizations declined and new religions emerged, the worship of the Anunnaki gradually faded. The rise of monotheistic faiths like Judaism, Christianity, and Islam in the region led to the abandonment of the old polytheistic beliefs. However, traces of Anunnaki mythology persisted in folklore, literature, and esoteric traditions. In modern times, the legacy of the Anunnaki continues to evolve. Academic research in fields such as Assyriology and comparative mythology has shed new light on the original contexts and meanings of Anunnaki myths. Scholars have examined how these stories reflected and shaped the social, political, and religious structures of ancient Mesopotamian societies. For example, the portrayal of the Anunnaki as divine judges in later Babylonian traditions can be seen as a reflection of the increasing centralization and bureaucratization of power in Mesopotamian city-states. The myths serve to legitimize royal authority by presenting earthly rulers as intermediaries between the gods and the people. At the same time, popular interpretations of the Anunnaki have taken on a life of their own. The ancient astronaut hypothesis, while rejected by mainstream science, has inspired countless books, documentaries, and online communities. This modern mythology often blends elements of ancient texts with contemporary concerns about technology, genetics, and humanity's place in the cosmos. One intriguing aspect of this phenomenon is how it has led to renewed interest in ancient Mesopotamian cultures and their achievements. The impressive engineering feats of the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians, from the construction of ziggurats to the development of sophisticated astronomical knowledge, have been re-examined through the lens of the Anunnaki mythos. For instance, the ancient Babylonian text known as the Mul.Apin, which contains detailed astronomical observations and calculations, has been cited by some as evidence of advanced knowledge possibly imparted by extraterrestrial beings. While mainstream scholars view this text as a testament to the astronomical expertise developed over centuries of observation, it continues to fuel speculation about ancient connections to advanced civilizations. The story of the Anunnaki also intersects with ongoing debates about the origins of human civilization. The relatively rapid development of agriculture, urban settlements, and complex social structures in Mesopotamia around 6004 BCE, often referred to as the Neolithic Revolution, has led some to speculate about external influences. While archaeologists and historians point to gradual processes of innovation and adaptation, The idea of intervention by advanced beings continues to captivate the imagination of many. In recent years, advances in genetic research have added new dimensions to discussions about human origins and potential ancient interactions with other species. The discovery of Neanderthal DNA in modern human genomes, for example, has demonstrated that our species' history is more complex than previously thought. While there's no scientific evidence linking these findings to the Anunnaki, they have fueled speculative theories about ancient genetic engineering and interspecies breeding. The enduring fascination with the Anunnaki also reflects broader cultural trends and anxieties. In an era of rapid technological advancement and environmental challenges, ancient myths about powerful beings shaping the destiny of humanity resonate with contemporary concerns. The Anunnaki story, in its various interpretations, touches on themes of cosmic origins, the nature of divinity, humanity's relationship with technology, and our species' place in the universe. As we move further into the 21st century, the story of the Anunnaki continues to evolve. Academic research provides ever more detailed understandings of ancient Mesopotamian cultures and their religious beliefs. Archaeological discoveries, such as the ongoing excavations at Nippur, one of the most important religious centers in ancient Mesopotamia, continue to shed light on the historical contexts in which Anunnaki myths developed. At the same time, popular culture continues to reimagine and reinterpret the Anunnaki in new ways. From science fiction literature to video games, these ancient deities have become part of a global mythological lexicon, often blending with other traditions and modern speculative theories. In conclusion, the story of the Anunnaki is a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human desire to understand our origins and place in the cosmos. From the clay tablets of ancient Sumer to the digital realms of the internet age, these enigmatic beings have captured the imagination of countless individuals across millennia. Whether viewed as literal deities, metaphorical representations of natural forces, or speculative extraterrestrial visitors, the Anunnaki continue to provoke thought, inspire creativity, and challenge our understanding of history and reality. As we reflect on this epic tale spanning thousands of years, we are reminded of the complex interplay between myth, history, and human culture. The story of the Anunnaki, in all its varied interpretations, invites us to consider the depths of our ancient past, the heights of our imagination, and the endless possibilities that lie in the unexplored realms of human knowledge and experience. If you liked this video, please gently smash that like and subscribe button.